Hey everyone, I'm the Real Levab, and you're watching the A20 Guardian 100 game analysis. This is run number 68. Let's get started. Starting off with a Tourmaline today for Temporary Thorns. Our options are remove a card, obtain 3 random potions, obtain a curse for 250 gold, or boss swap. Got this option same as last run, interesting. There is a shop early on in the run, in the map, however what you want to designate it. I am seeing this route here for maximum combined elites and campfires, though. If I were to go through here or here, and with a 250 gold start, it's very possible that this is good. We could grab still 2 elites, 2 campfires, or we can even go up through this left side for 3 elites, 1 campfire, and a late act shop. Although late act shops are harder to take with a 250 gold start and a curse, because we won't be able to remove it for a while. So, do we go for the 3 random potions, or remove a card, or do we boss swap? I think this act has enough value in it that we can avoid the boss swap, especially because that does nerf our early game sometimes. It is risky to take something and just hoping that you get through Act 1 with it when its value could be delayed until the Act 1 boss. I do very much like this right-hand side. It's very safe. You get a campfire first for an extra upgrade, get a campfire right after that elite. Late act shop means you get plenty of extra value before this first boss and Act 2. So I think we just go for that. And we also have 4 fights total, which is exactly what I like to see. So as far as our starting options go, I think remove a card is our best option. There have been a couple times I think, where I've taken 3 potions in order to guarantee my ability to take elites, but this route is not super aggressive. Maybe you could make an argument I could go this way through the 3 elite route, but there's no campfires in between, so I think it'd be pretty risky. And I like having the extra upgrades here, as well as getting the maximum value guaranteed out of this. Curse I don't like to take this early because that would severely nerf our early game, so we're just going to go with the remove. That'll give us solid value in the early game and get better as the game goes on. Removing a strike I think is fine. Oh yeah, we can also socket our Tourmaline up here. That's pretty good. The one thing we do have to remember, though, is the 15 card rule. So socketing the gem may not actually be our move. It depends on, I guess, our card rewards. Very notably, we don't have a bailout option, but I think we can get enough value from this, no matter what, in order to take this elite. We still have a very high chance of getting potions in order to do so, and you don't have to take damage cards in order to beat elites as Guardian. You can also take stasis cards, and that will work fairly well. So I think our chances of being able to beat that elite are pretty high. Let's do Gear Up, Curl Up. Launcher Defensive, get our 10 block, even though we're frail. Not drawing defense is actually pretty nice whenever you have the block from defensive mode. Alright, first card reward. Shield Spikes, Piercing Hide, Charge Core. Interesting. One thing we do have to be careful of is Lagavulin. Lagavulin being an elite that really wants you to keep up your damage consistently. And I had a recent run that really suffered against Lagavulin because I had 2 time bombs, and they exhausted, meaning that I only had strikes and a Sentry Blast as my damage. So that was interesting. We also need to be prepared for Gremlin Knob. So here's the deal, right? I think all 3 of these are solid cards, but they definitely don't lean as hard into the offensive route as I'd like them to. Shield Spikes is decent value early. Piercing Hide is kind of a jack of all trades, and Charge Core exhausts. It does draw extra cards, though, so we might be able to have some extra value from that. In fact, if we don't quite reach 15 cards, this would be great because it means that we'll draw extra cards before our first shuffle. At least sometimes. If we get this on the third turn, then we might be in trouble. Yeah, we would be in trouble, in fact. Actually, maybe it's only good in the first turn. This has damage. This has brace and block, though. As much as this would help as a normal damage card, I'm not sure it actually does enough versus the elites to actually be worth it, because it exhausts. Time Bomb is fine because of the AoE as well as the large damage number. I might just go with the defensive card, though. Might go with the shield spikes for all the brace it gives, as well as a 12 block card. Large block cards are also acceptable against Gremlin Knob. We just have to watch out for Lagavulin here, because we need to do enough damage in order to kill them. I'll go with this. We'll see what happens. We still have 3 more card rewards at least. Of course, even with a strike remove, we still get pretty bad turn 1. Taking 4 damage. Next turn they're not attacking me, so we would like to prioritize hitting this. Also, we didn't get shield spikes on our attack turn, and we're shuffling without it. It's great. Loving this. At least 2 strikes would kill. Or actually just 1 strike, because we have Twin Slam. Yeah. Okay. 4 damage, that's not so bad. Strike for strike, that's perfect. Suspension, not bad either. Although it's a little bit weird with without draw attached. At least until we upgrade it. But strike for strike is such good front-loaded damage, I think we just take that. Lose HP for another card remove. It's a little bit early to be removing another strike. And we did also take a shield spikes. The one thing holding me back from getting rid of a defend is Guardian, but I think we'll be okay. And I think we have plenty of HP to spend here, so I'm going to remove a defend. Now we're 2 removes ahead. Okay. Start with a full block again. Getting that out in 2 turns is interesting. Hopefully it attacks me. No, it did not. So we're going to have to deal with next turn, but thankfully we have shield spikes on the 3rd turn again. I guess that's the good thing. Only attacked for 12, that's great. Ooh, and I can even do this for maximum damage. That's good. I don't mind taking 3 here in order to kill faster. This is 16 versus 14, so we actually have a kill here. Good. Hate Jawworm. Don't like that. Vent Steam, that's a good card. It's better than these 2. Yeah, I think we're going to have a fine time against whatever elite we face. Looking at it now. I think this is going to be our Skill Potion. Skill Potion's not great against elites in the first place, so saving HP here seems like a good idea. Spheric Shield. Yeah, that'll do it. We also get some Thorns value from this. So maybe I enter defensive, try and kill Fat Gremlin so I'm not weakened or frail. Let's just play it because I know I'm playing it. Also, there's also only 1 more attack in the draw pile. Do I have to go for Gremlin Wizard then? That would really suck if I had to do that. 13, which means we need to do 9 damage here. I also have to not be weak when I draw this. Man, that's rough. I guess in order to do 13 damage, actually, in order to play this, I'm going to have to be weak from Fat Gremlin. Man, this is a bad draw for this. So we're going to have 9 damage here, which means we need to do 13 right now. Or, here's another thought. We use Vent Steam here. We attack twice here. Let the gremlin get killed by thorns. We're weak next turn, but we also have vulnerable on them, so this will actually do 14 damage next turn. We don't have the remaining damage to kill. Wow. This draw order really screwed me over. At least I have a lot of defense coming up, so I can kind of deal with this. Man. Yeah, if I don't go for this, we're going to get hit with the 35 attack, and we can't block that. So, do I just have to attack 3 times here? I guess so. Yeah, so we take 5 damage here. We might take more damage next turn. We do have this, though. So 23, so we only take 2 here, and we have more thorns. Which means they're actually very close to dying. Could we get a strike, maybe? No? Okay. Well, just how it goes sometimes, I guess. Another 6, so we've taken a total of, what, 14 damage this fight? It's like we've fought an elite. And then we kill all 3 of these because the game is cruel and laughing at me. Future Plans. Future Plans is very solid. We've actually removed another card, so... We reach 14 cards, but then we socket this and we're at 13. I guess that's acceptable with the Future Plans in play. Yeah, I think we have to take Future Plans in order to beat this elite. As much as I would like to take an Amethyst. That's fine, though. Future Plans is very strong. And I am going to socket this into Twin Slam. It gets me the most Thorns value versus either of these other two, because Thorns does not work in Strike for Strike, surprisingly. And now we have 13 cards, which is slightly better than having 14. I have a 15 card rule where getting to 15 cards before the first elite is important because it means that you can you don't have to worry about the reshuffle, where you have 3 cards that you're not shuffling into your draw pile again to play. But between Future Plans and having only 3, that's a lot better than having to shuffle 4. So hopefully this will be good enough. I don't think this is going to fail, but we'll have to see. Lagavulin might slap us hard. Also, what do I want to do here? Probably Strike for Strike upgrade. Here's a crazy thought. What about a Future Plans upgrade? Just to make sure that we get this in play fast. That might actually be the key. I don't like getting innate upgrades before the Act 2 boss, but getting this in play might actually be the how we have to beat this fight. Maybe I should have taken the 250 gold start. Sometimes committing yourself to a route like this is risky, because we only got the 1 potion out of 4 fights. It's a pretty low chance of happening, and the 1 potion we got was a skill pot, which thankfully saved us 30 HP. But still. Yeah, the 250 gold star probably was safer. I'll have to remember that for the future. Alright, we're going to do this because I'm nervous. This is going to hurt us in future fights, but here I think this is the right play. Okay. And it's fine to block like this because we can save this strike for later. Hopefully we can maybe enter defensive this turn. Not quite, but we can take damage to enter defensive. What if we do this? We brace 8. This plus strike for strike is not quite enough to enter defensive. That's only 19. Which means we would enter it next turn. We would take 8 damage. If I enter defensive this turn with Gear Up, Twin Slam, we take 10. But we also have a ton of thorns on this guy. You can also keep a card for later. I think playing the Shield Spikes is a little bit too defensive and doesn't get us enough value, so we'll take 2 more damage this turn. And I think Twin Slam twice gets us the most damage. I guess the biggest decision now is which one of these two do we keep? Do we keep the Shield Spikes to have block guaranteed in 3 turns, or do we grab the Strike for Strike so we have damage faster? We're going to enter defensive, we're going to be in defensive next turn, and then the turn after we're going to come out of defensive. And then the turn after that we have no guarantee of block, which is when this is coming out. So that may actually be good. This comes out, we kill one of those faster, though. I think we go with this. Or do we? We still have defense, right? I guess only 3 of them. Okay, we'll go with the defensive card. Yeah, now I have 11 thorns for this guy. That's why I targeted the back one. Even though it had slightly less HP, this is the real reason. I guess we want to actually play these defense, because then I'll have enough block for next turn versus these two. Also, I want to strip Artifact on one of these guys with Vent Steam. It's probably going to be this one. It's tough to tell who we're going to kill, when we're going to kill either of these, so we might as well strip Artifact on the bigger guy. Or do we go for the smaller guy, because by the time we drop back to this... Let's think for a second here. We have 12, 22, 35 damage in our draw pile. We're going to use 21 of that on this. We have 14-ish here. I don't think we have a combination that creates 14. Also, we have thorns here. Then we have to shuffle. Yeah, I'm just going to go with this. I think that's the safest way to get value out of that. Alright, we're going to block. We'll put Curl Up into Stasis, because why not? It's a card that we can play, so we might as well get free value out of it. Okay, and there's our block for this turn. We'll have this out next turn. I'll even put this Defend in, so we have block in 2 turns. I almost played it. Almost forgot we had future plans. Alright, and there's Twin Slam. I was hoping for that one. Although it's kind of disappointing I didn't also get Strike for Strike, but what are you going to do? Do I want to play Strike now? I guess so. Now I can kind of accurately figure out who we're going to kill first. Let's see, 6 plus 13 is 19. 6 is 25. 35, 41, 47. And that's over how many turns? This is 21, 24 minus 2, 22. I immediately forgot. 47 over 22, that's about over 22 cards. That's 4.4 turns. That's about 10 damage a turn. 10.5-ish. Yeah, somewhere in the realm of 10.5. This one's going to have 30 HP, this one will have 35. So 10 means we're going to kill this in 4 turns, maybe this in 3 turns, because of vulnerable. It depends. So in theory we could go for either one, I think. Because in 4 turns this won't be attacking, and in 3 turns this won't be attacking, but usually you want to go for 1 turn earlier or 1 turn later. Maybe we can split damage? We're definitely not killing this next turn. I can also try and figure out when we get enough block. We have a defend next turn with strike for strike, which means we could take like 8. This is 19 damage. We would need another 16 somehow, which we can't get. Unless we use like Twin Slam, but then we still take damage. What if we go for this, though? So we'll be at 30, 24, 11? Okay, I think this actually has a chance of going well for us, so that's what I'm going to go with. I'm also going to play this for the brace. Can't put Dazed into Stasis with that, even though you can put Dazed into Stasis with other things. Okay, double defend. I am still going to go for strike there. Let's hope we can get a strike and another attack. Or maybe curl up, I don't know. Oh, nice. Okay, good prediction. Wasn't that likely, but it worked out. Okay, looks like we're entering defensive here because we missed our block cards. Those two specifically. That's fine, though. Maybe we would have just taken the dent damage from these either way. Hard to know. Doesn't matter anymore, we're just going to get... Well, maybe it does matter. Maybe I should have put something into stasis. Putting this into stasis doesn't work because it still attacks in 3 turns. Or 2 turns. Might as well just play it for brace. Hoping I get enough damage before this attacks again, though. Okay. 18. That's pretty low, but we got a very strong relic out of it. Ooh, and we get a very strong gem out of it. I would love to put that in Twin Slam immediately, but I don't think we have the means to. So it's either that or Temporal Shield. I think we take the Citrine. It's just so strong. Maybe we even just pop it in the Vent Steam. Or maybe the Strike for Strike. Just to make sure we can play that. I think we take this. We just have to figure out what to do with it. Because I don't have my Twin Slam upgraded right now, so it would be a loose gem if I left it alone. Making Twin Slam free is really valuable. But I have to get through these next 3 fights before the next campfire. Thankfully, I have Slime Soup for this next one. So, but I still have to rest for the other 2. Also got an okay potion, because we just fought sentries. So can we get away with the loose Citrine? How much do we rest for? 22. So we'd be at 40 HP. We can future plans the Citrine sometimes, if we leave it out. Guaranteeing we play Strike for Strike, though, is pretty important. Guaranteeing we play Vent Steam is less important, because Strike for Strike is better in hallway fights, especially with those with less HP. There's also this thing about Strike for Strike that really likes to be the last card you play in a turn. And if you put a Citrine in it, that means you have energy left over after you play it, which means you play another card. So it doesn't exactly fit into that well. I think there's also a lot of draws where where guaranteeing Strike for Strike doesn't actually do that much, because we don't have that many attacks. We just have Stasis and Vent Steam. Citrine and Vent Steam could do better, because we can afford to play blocks on the turn we play Vent Steam, at least against Lagavulin, and then we have the setup vulnerable for the turn after. Maybe that's the good play. Also, if we future plans the Vent Steam, we get even more cards to play with the Citrine from it, since we'll gain an energy and have 4 energy to play with whatever we have in hand. It's tough. I really want to put it in Twin Slam because that's really good value, but I'm not sure we can afford to do that. We need good draws against these upcoming hallway fights. That just doesn't give us a good draw. All right, my hand is forced. We're putting it in Vent Steam. It was still worth taking this, though. I knew that going into this node. Alright, what do we got here? Akabeko, that's pretty cool. Extra damage is always nice, especially when going up against a Gremlin Knob. Okay. So do I want to play Gear Up now or wait? Next turn we have a lot of stuff going on. We draw 7 cards, which means only one of those cards we miss playing Curl Up. I could, if we miss Curl Up, I can still just play Vent Steam and enter defensive that way. Okay, I'll play the Curl Up or the Gear Up, since we have the energy for it. Okay, we have the Curl Up. We always play this Vent Steam. So now I have a choice to make. Do I play the Curl Up and enter defensive and take less damage here? Or do I just take the damage and block for next turn with the stuff from that? That's 18 damage, plus 8 is 26. He goes down to 26. I guess if I'm blocking 20 either way, then it doesn't matter. A good draw next turn would be strike for strike and a strike, and I think that would actually kill. So if I were to use future plans to put like Curl Up into stasis, then my chances of getting that go up. But I kind of want to, but in this line I'm thinking of, I want to play Curl Ups because we want to block this turn. Oh, what if I play Shield Spikes? Because now that I've played Vent Steam, this is going to go up to 14, and then I'll go into defensive exactly. Gain another 20 block for next turn versus the 33. With that line, we take 13 plus 2, 15. This line, we take 11 plus 8, 19. So this is actually the best defensive play. Interesting. It does mean we don't do damage this turn, though, which is maybe a problem. If we can kill in 2 turns, we're fine. Which I guess means we put a strike into stasis, or maybe we put the Curl Up into stasis, so that we don't redraw it. And we can play all of our other attack cards more often. So if I don't do damage this turn, next turn I need to do, let's see, 44 total. I guess putting a strike into stasis guarantees that I play it in 2 turns. Meanwhile, with a bad draw, we end up with too much energy in our hand. I'm going to go for this defensive play. I think we can do it. We have Vent Steam coming back, and we have a strike for strike. So let's do this. We're going to put a strike into stasis. We'll get that out in 2 turns, and hopefully by then we'll have the kill. Yeah, so we took 2 there. We're taking 13 here. Oh, we get to play Shield Spikes again if we want. Oh. But what if this? 7, 14, 33, plus 11, 44. That's exact lethal? Wait. 7, 14. 14 and 19 is 33. Then we have 3 plus 4 plus 4 thorns. That's 11. So 33 and 11 is 44. Wow. That's awesome. Okay. So defensive play actually crazy payoff. We got a really lucky draw here. Dang. We even got Anchor. That's huge for these next 2 fights. Okay, cool. Priming Shot. Very much like Priming Shot. At least here. We've taken a Brace 8 card, so having a Brace 2 or higher is really nice in order to be able to enter defensive without drawing Curl Up. Or if we do, even if we do draw curl up, we can enter defensive a second time on our second draw, because the total brace we'll have by then is 50 or higher. Temporal Strike is also decent on 3 energy, especially with our upgraded future plans, which has apparently paid off thanks to our anchor. We will almost always have a card in stasis unless this is turn 1, but the chances of drawing that turn 1 are less because we have an innate card. 3 damage is nice. We're up against Guardian. More defensive mode is usually pretty nice too, but we can sometimes find better brace cards than just a common attack. Also, what does that upgrade look like? It goes to 6 brace, then we have a total of 24, 34, 58. I guess with a curl up upgrade that goes to 62. So we can get to 50 without playing curl up plus a second time. That's interesting. If we decided to go like that. Metallicize. Is Metallicize necessary? I don't think so. We're actually somewhat defensive here. I guess the real question is, do we need any of these? It's kind of tough to say. We're fighting Guardian, so our biggest priority is pretty much blocking, but we do still need some damage. And I guess our best damaging option here is Temporal Strike. It's just that Priming Shot is very good at leaning further into defensive mode. Man, I don't know. Metallicize is still good. That was the last elite fight? Right, we only fought 2. We avoided Lagavulin completely. We're gonna have a lot of gold by this shop. I guess we can greed. Maybe it is a good idea to take Metallicize then. That, I think, gives the most long-term value. We prevent HP leakage over several turns. We don't have to take a common attack. I guess the one thing we do have to be worried about is that the shop doesn't give us anything for Guardian specifically, just for general value, like relics and such. I don't want to take these for some reason. I'm going to take the Metallicize and we'll see if it works. Okay. And this is our turn 1. Okay. Future plans, or are we good? Twin Slam Strike for Strike is best damage, but only because we're playing Strike for Strike. Technically, we're getting a Thorns value twice no matter what. We're either getting 8 Thorns once or 4 Thorns twice. So it would just be playing Strike for the extra base damage over Twin Slam. How much is that? That's 13 plus 13 plus 4 plus 4? 34 total damage, so we only need another 13 to kill. That's doable with any 2 damage cards. And we can enter defensive if we get like curl up or something. Or we can just block if we get shield spikes. Okay. No need to super plan this out with future plans, we can just win the fight easily. Get that energy back. Alright, easy. Another shield spikes. Is this what we're doing? Maybe? We have future plans, so like big value cards are actually really good. And also big block cards are good for surviving hallways and bosses. We still have time to find damage. I'm going to take it. Especially because I don't think Charge Cord does anything for us, and with the future plans and a small deck, I don't think Reroute does enough, so Shield Spikes it is, again. Oh boy. Oh, we're not even given damage this turn, wow. I guess we do Vent Steam, Future Plans, Shield Spikes. Although with the Akabeko, 14 that goes down to 10? With Weaken. I could use Brew of Sharpness to kill this front one. Where else would I use this? Maybe against Guardian? That's a bit weird. We don't have a lot of damage, so splitting may actually be really important. But also not taking a ton of damage in this fight's important. And I think our potion chance is still high. We've only gotten 3 potions this act. We've been through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 8th, so 7 with only 3 potions. We're at 50% potion chance. I don't think weak potion's going to do very much against these. We don't have any more elites to use this on, just the boss. We can also buy a potion at the shop. Alright, I'm going to take this. And we're going to just let this one die. I'll put vulnerable on this, play shield spikes, play future plans. Okay. Okay, that works too. We'll kill this, and then enter defensive, I guess? What's the best way to do this? I guess we just take 4 damage this turn. I don't think we can kill these guys. This is only 7 damage, yeah. You'd have to kill off Thorns, but we still get attacked from that, so... yeah. That doesn't work, so we're just going to do this. Curl-up upgrade is actually pretty good to pair with shield spikes. Although it does seem less important now that we have a second one. What is our brace number right now? 10, 18, 26. So 26, 52, 62. Take us to 66. Crystal Ray Shield Charger Reroute. Another defensive card. I don't think we need it. Do we take Crystal Ray? We are desperate for some kind of damage. That would be 16 damage. 16 damage is actually acceptable at this point. It's roll attacks worth of damage. And as we go on, we'll get a few more cards, so it'll be just a solid damage card. It's doing 16 right now because it does 12 base plus 2 for all of our socketed gems, which is currently 2. Also, if we get in the same turn as Twin Slam and it can afford to play both, it'll be another gem, because we can play just the Twin Slam and have the second Slam in play. So that totals to 18. Sure, I'll do it. And maybe we can buy a gem at the store or something, I don't know. Maybe we upgrade Twin Slam for that then as well. I don't know. It seems a little bit early for that. We could upgrade Metallicize as well. We could upgrade Curl Up for more control. We could upgrade this for 4 more damage. I mean, if we're planning on using that against Guardian, maybe it's a good idea to upgrade it. In theory, we could, like, upgrade all of these. Pretty much, except for Strikes and Defense, and they'd all have their merits. Maybe the Shield Spike's not so much. Because, like, you get +3 block, and you only get more Thorns if you're in defensive. And it's only by 1 more. Imagine we got Apotheosis at the store. I mean, these are both +4. Strike for Strike is easier to play. I also, like, if I get a good gem, I could just socket it in one of these two. I think it's pretty likely that one of them goes in these. Maybe not that likely. Strike for Strike is kind of hard to socket. In Vent Steam, I'm actually looking for a Quartz. Maybe I do this preemptively, because that can't be upgraded with Apotheosis, right? That's what our plan is. Just find an Apotheosis at the next store. I don't know. I don't know what we do. I feel like we got a bit lucky through this part. I still am very nervous about the boss. I'm trying to figure out how we beat that, or if we need to be worried, I guess, in the first place. I guess with Thorns, I want to play Twin Slam, so that's kind of a reason to upgrade it now. Just make it do more damage, because we're prioritizing it anyway. get that gem socket available for Crystal Ray, because the earlier we socket, the better it is anyway. Yeah, I guess if I'm not sure, maybe Curl Up is still the best because of shield spikes. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with the Curl Up upgrade. That one has been consistently good, as I've been discovering recently. Alright, can I find an Apotheosis here, please? Holy fuck. What? Okay. I mean, we're also offered Spheric Shield? And Fierce Bash. Interesting. How did we... I don't know. I have a real knack for just predicting random-ass things happening in these runs. And there's a lot of good options here. Fierce Bash, because we're kind of desperate for damage, and Guardian fights actually last a long time. Walker Claw, we have Akabeko, but nothing much more than that. Spheric Shield's really good in general. Bronze Scales, Art of War, Sing of Courage are all solid relics. Although Sing of Courage isn't going to help us in the boss fight. This would, I guess, a little bit, because Guardian attacks a lot. Art of War, maybe not so much, because Guardian attacks quite... The Guardian that we are playing as attacks quite a bit. So maybe we just don't do those. Maybe Apotheosis is the best thing here. We can go Apotheosis card remove. We can remove another strike, if we want, and then we can upgrade Apotheosis. Imagine I had gone with the Twin Slime upgrade after all. Like, this would be like a perfect Apotheosis. I guess there's no real reason not to take it, so I'm going to take it. We did also get another potion I didn't realize. Another strike upgrade. Removal seems pretty good. I wonder if defend removal's better. But it looks like we're going to find other ways to deal damage anyway. Like, we're offered plenty of opportunities to take better attacks as the game goes on. That's not always the case with defense. So going a little bit low on damage is fine, I think. I guess we might struggle against elites, but sometimes you can go defensive against Act 2 elites. I've done that before on Silent, and it was very surprising to me. Especially because we have Thorns available. Yeah, let's go another strike remove. Maybe we get some good attack from the boss, too. That could be a thing. Alright. Well, you all know what we're upgrading here. Now let's hope we just draw it early. Okay. Okay, well, this is interesting. Do I want to play this, or do I want to keep it? I could just keep it. We did draw 2 of our attack cards this turn, and we only have 5 total. This is showing with... Yeah, this is all showing with Akabeko, so this is actually 9, 17, and 20. 20 is pretty respectable. That's Carnage level. Although it is upgraded, so maybe not Carnage level. Vent Steam, and we do Strike Plus because Guardian's not attacking, so it's more damage. It's 25. Takes this Guardian down to 15 Brace. Is it even called Brace? No, it's just that's just a Guardian character thing. So it'd be down to 15 plus 9 blocks. We'd need to do 24 damage next turn, which is either Crystal Ray or Strike for Strike. And it looks like with those odds are about a quarter of missing. Hang on, let's do this. 11 cards. We draw 5 next turn. That's 9, 98765 out of 11, 10, 987. So 6 times 5 divided by 11 times 10. And we'll multiply by 100 for percentage. 27% to miss. It's actually pretty significant. But we can also enter defensive if things go bad, like with Gear Up and one of the 2 shield spikes, or the Curl Up plus a defend. This would be 25 block out of 36. That's not bad. Yeah, let's keep this Prepare. I think that'll serve us well later in the fight. Or I can put it into Stasis. Let's put Twin Slam Plus into Stasis. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to use it. Okay, we got this. That's 25. Okay. So that's Defend, Strike for Strike, Metallicize. Great. And I'm going to keep the expensive cards out, I think. Or do I? These defends already block quite a bit. Maybe I want these discounted to be easier to play. That kind of makes sense. Now I have all my attacks in hand. 15 block. I guess entering defensive here isn't bad. Maybe I'd rather enter defensive next turn, though. But if I want to spend all my energy, I have to enter defensive. Interesting. Maybe I save Twin Slam for next turn, since I'm being attacked twice then? No, I got an even better idea. We'll do it like this. And we'll use this curl up to put this second slam into stasis. That way, in 2 turns, when it's doing the ×4 attack, we'll get even more value. And why don't we discount the Crystal Ray? I mean, we're running out of slots here, so might as well just put the expensive card in. Okay, being attacked. We have 25. Interesting. We could actually... No, we can't enter defensive. Well, I was hoping for a better hand than this. Wow. Yeah. I guess we're okay next turn, though. So maybe I just play Gear Up, Curl Up, Strike Plus. Because we don't have to deal with defensive mode for a bit. That's 27 brace, though. This would put us in defensive. I don't really want to be in defensive there. Maybe I just do this, then. We'll keep the Gear Up. Okay, we got... Wow, okay. So this is going to be 48 damage, and it immediately enters defensive again. We're blocking for 19. I don't see any reason to lose. Actually, this would just put you in defensive right now. Yeah, I don't see any reason to lose 1 HP, so let's just do that. And I guess I'll put Strike for Strike in, but it's kind of hard to play that. Put Defend in, because I think by the time Guardian attacks, that will be coming out. Yeah, because this turn technically counts as a buff turn instead. Or something. Do we want to enter defensive now? I guess not. The turn after next turn would be better. So might as well just play this for some brace. Do I want to put Curl Up into stasis? Or this defend? And we'll do the Curl Up, why not? Maybe I could have done the Gear Up instead. Alright, now we play Prepare? Or do I enter defensive and then gain Thorns with Shield Spikes to play Strike for Strike? Ooh. Now there's a play. Yeah, I think this is low enough that we can actually do that, so... Oh, but then we can't play Strike for Strike. Okay. Whatever. I do have a way to block 20 next turn no matter what, so I can just do damage. So this does 18 versus 33. Okay. Well, that's a clear winner, I think. And I'll put the damage into stasis. Apparently we never used Prepare this this fight. What do I want in stasis? More thorns, I guess. Maybe we just kill here? Yeah, we just kill here. Okay, cool. Well, that went pretty easily. Compile package. Laser turret. Fierce bash. 2 rare attack cards. Or damage cards. However you want to look at them. I'm not sure Fierce bash is what we're looking for. It just takes so long to work. Maybe compile package for just general value is the best. Even if we get something like spheric package, we'll have the ability to play cards for 0 energy and get damage from that. We'll also get a lot more safety. There's also a lot of stuff that we can get from, a lot of damage kind of things that we can get from compile package. Orb Walker. Shapes gives us the time bomb. Ancient package can maybe, I don't know. Bronze package gives us Giga Beam. Maybe there's not that much. This is pretty utility oriented. It is general value most of the time though. So what do we want? Laser turret? I don't know. Using up a stasis slot permanently is pretty bad right now. You know what's funny? Since we removed all those strikes, in theory, if we put laser turret into stasis without playing it, then it would benefit from Akabeko every time it ticks. So we could actually abuse that to our advantage. And then maybe we just use future plans to put 1-cost cards into stasis, and then we never have stasis slot issues, and then that still leaves room for us to take like a time capacitor or stasis strike. Interesting. I feel like we need to find some kind of damage dealing thing, and if we can actually make this work, which is actually very possible since we upgraded future plans, that could actually work with our defensive system as long as we don't play other attacks. I doubt that would actually work. I think we'd play other attacks pretty readily. But maybe there's some time we wouldn't. I don't know. Constant damage is good whenever you have a defensive system. I don't think you really need Accelerate for Fierce Bash to work. And Compile Package I don't think provides us enough power in a defensive deck. Let's go for it. I was wondering if you'd show up, Snecko Eye. I don't think we're going to use you this time. We have a couple of 1-cost powers we really want. We really like our Twin Slam. We've upgraded Apotheosis. It might still be good. Tiny Bowler Hat and Idol of Retromation. You know, with how defensive we are, we don't actually need Snecko Eye to build up our power because Tiny Bowler Hat exists. Tiny Bowler Hat will give us damage most of the time. Boss cards are mostly damage. In fact, I think every single boss card does damage in some form or another. Nope, it doesn't. Awaken One's card does not. But we never get Awaken One's card from this anyway, so... Yeah, I think Tiny Bowler Hat's actually the answer here. It means we can even keep thinning our deck down. We can get rid of these other 2 strikes. That actually lets us lean into Akabeko even further. And the times that we get attack cards from Tiny Bowler Hat, we actually are pretty incentivized to use them. We're not going to get Guardian's card, even though it's a multi-attack. We can get Automaton's AoE card, which would really like Akabeko. It's weird. I think Snecko Eye might be useful here, but I'm definitely seeing a use for Tiny Bowler Hat, so I'm going to take that instead. Alright. We made it through Act 1. That took a lot of thinking on my part, so I think I'm going to take a break, so I'm fresh for Act 2. So I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. And it looks like the best path through this act is either through the Super Elite, which is really scary, or through this left side. 2 and 2, it looks like, is the best we can get. Right side is, of course, a possibility. I think with 93 gold, we want to avoid the shops. Hang on a sec. Okay. Just had to check on something real quick. So, how does this deck fare against Act 2? With the amount of defense we have, I'd say it's probably going to go pretty well. So I think we go through here, and then we make our decision about how many fights we want to take past these first two. And then we try to go this way. Just like that. No late act shop. Yeah, there's only 2 on the map at the beginning, because this left side of the map is down for maintenance. What was the boss again? I didn't look. Automaton. Okay. I feel like I've been getting Automaton a lot recently. Alright. Could play this. What do I want to put into stasis, though? But I just want to get the extra brace so I can enter defensive with gear up something else. Probably. Kurlov actually would be good. Alright, let's put, I guess, a defend into stasis. This is going to be a longer fight, but hopefully it should work out. Okay. Invincible? Don't think it's going to do very much for us here, but you never know. We'll start stripping artifact there. And in fact, we haven't played an attack yet, so we can actually do the thing I mentioned with laser turret, and that may actually be able to win us the fight. Oh, interesting. I forgot that Apotheosis interacted with Tiny Bowler Hat. That'll be interesting. That'll be a really cool interaction. So yeah, this is currently doing 16 damage per turn, but we're going to be missing out on a lot if I don't play anything here. We already full block, so might as well play that. And I guess we want these in our draw pile, so I'll just put the strike in. Alright, looks like we're just taking 7 damage here. Thank goodness we have Metallicize, but that redraw was really bad. Actually 922, no, 924. Yeah, that'll kill with a strike. Okay, we actually have some decent damage for being a defensive deck. Energy Pot, I think, is going to be really good for us. I don't think we have that bad of a draw most of the time, so we could actually just discard this. Maybe I should have used that, actually. Maybe that could have saved me some HP. Tourmaline Temporal Shield Suspension. Temporal Shield is some accelerate, but we don't need any more block. And we already have enough stasis as is to take suspension. I could maybe take the Tourmaline to put into Vent Steam, or into Twin Slam even. Maybe that's a good idea. Just double up on the Thorns and become a lot more of a Thorns deck. I think we still have time to find another one if we want to go that direction, so I'm going to keep looking for a better gem. Okay, we got Apotheosis. That's great. Now these will all be upgraded. And I'm just going to do the laser turret thing. It should be 15 damage. Why was the last one 16? Oh, yeah, because I had the Champ's card in play, which gave me some strength. Forgot about that. $25. That's a lot of damage, especially with the vulnerable, so I think I'm going to enter defensive here. I don't mind putting another Daze in the draw pile since our next turn is very safe. This is going to do 40 damage. I think that's absolutely worth losing that for. Now we're weakened, so that's also affected. We don't have to play Vent Steam, so I'm not going to. Instead, we're just going to kill them with thorns and laser turret. Cool. Incinerate, shield charger, charge core. More stasis, more accelerate, and a solid defense card for stasis. Don't know if we need it. I don't often play defensive decks like this, so I'm not sure that for a fact that taking even more defense like that will do enough, but will do very good for us. Usually with brace-centered decks, we do like the extra block, but we already have double shield spikes, which are providing 12 block each. And we have Apotheosis for extra block on all of our cards. So yeah, I'm not certain that we need another block card to supplement us. I guess the big downside of these is that they're expensive. This is expensive too, but we can just put it into stasis with future plans. Could help with Automaton. I kind of like Shield Charger for Automaton in general. Just put that in before the Hyper Beam turn, or before any attacking turn, really, to get double value out of it, since it lasts for 3 turns. I think we do need to kill elites, though, as well. I think I'm going to skip this for now. We still have plenty of time to find another. I'm also going to take another fight, which I guess means we're committing to 3 fights in a row. That's fine. Want as much golden cards and all that stuff as possible, so I could just do this now. I think I need to do the damage. We can put shield spikes into stasis. Alright, shield spikes curl up goes into defensive mode. So does gear up curl up, but this does more block. So I think we play Vent Steam. Yeah. Then I guess we put gear up into stasis. No, I still want an open stasis slot, and nothing's going to come out next turn. Alright. Strength or plated armor? Apotheosis bottom deck is not great. 5 and 3 is 8. That would be enough to block this turn, which means I could just play Crystal Ray and kill this. Also, we get a bunch of block cards out next turn, so that's pretty good. Okay. We can put Laser Turret in for damage every turn. We also have Hexaburn coming up. Oh wait, no, that's Chrono Boost. Excuse me. Right, that's Hexaburn, though. So we need 32. We have 31, actually. That's pretty close. Oh yeah, upgraded Hexaburn only goes off in 2 turns. That's pretty good. See, I said I have 31. They're attacking for 32. Do I just sacrifice the 1 HP to do more damage? Probably. Although I do lose a plated armor, that's probably fine. Put a defend in again. Alright, now we got Hexaburn helping us out. Vent Steam Crystal Ray kills this. That's good. I think we had to do that regardless. Oh wait, this goes off now, so we're actually good. We don't have to use a potion. Good. Skill Pot, not better than these two, I don't think. Giga Beam. I was wondering if we would get some kind of good attack, and there's a pretty good one right there. 3 energy makes it harder to get rid of the debuff, but we do have Tiny Bowler Hat, and that has, what do you call it? The Champ's Last Stand, which clears all debuffs. And those cards are always free, so we could, in theory, cleanse the debuff if we were lucky. It's also good against slavers, in theory, if we get them all low enough. I do also have an energy potion. This feels risky. Like, more risky than usual. 3 energy kind of sucks. We're just kind of riding on Tiny Bowler Hat for extra value and damage. And honestly, if we're doing that, we may not even need Giga Beam for that. Let's see, there's a Sapphire. I don't care about Sapphire. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't think we reach any kind of magic number here. We have 20, 28, 38, 66. Yeah, I remember that number now. 66 brace on 2 cycles. So another 4 would be 70, which is a round number, but doesn't actually get us to another threshold. Actually, it would be 74. In fact, I think we get to 90 on 3 draws. 28 times 3 is 84, plus 10 is 94. Yeah, so we get there already. So I don't think that actually gets us there. I'm gonna skip the Giga Beam. I don't feel confident that that's going to help us here. I think if we need damage, Tiny Bowler Hat will come through. This is going to be Enter Defensive, being attacked for 23. We could gear up and then curl up the future plans. This fight doesn't have to be taken super slow. Or super fast. I guess Double Defend actually saves us more. We don't have to use these. Yeah. I think this fight's easy enough that we don't have to use our scaling tools. Absolutely. You have to worry a little bit. Oh, look, Atama Beam. So I'm going to enter defensive here? No, I'm not going to yet. This does brace for 15, so we can do it the next turn they attack, but I almost forgot that they don't attack this turn. Oh wow, Prepare Crush. Goodbye? Wow. They're going to heal. They're going to strengthen, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that was really easy. Swift Potion. No thanks. Another Crystal Ray. Hey, there's Time Capacitor. I was saying I would take one of those. So I'm going to do it. I think even over the Crystal Ray there, that's the correct move. Because you're not guaranteed to find another one for the rest of the game. Do I save the Vent Steam? I could save the Vent Steam instead of playing it. Because I'm not guaranteed to get any kind of attack next. So we could just use that for energy later. Do I just use this? Yeah, I guess so. It's a lot of damage to miss out on. Alright. Free Metallicize. Tiny Bowler Hat supersedes Confusion. That's nice. We're about to become vulnerable, so I think entering defensive mode is correct here. I'm also going to play Gear Up just because of the extra brace attached. More damage, more block. More damage. Although this is going to come out after Vent Steam wears off, so not exactly the greatest. But we did get Slime Crush and Atama Beam. Wow. Incredible. So much damage. I could just put this into stasis and play Strike for Strike instead. Is that a good idea? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because this is almost dead, so we can probably get this killed really quickly. We're down in energy, wow. Alright, now this will get a kill next turn. Alright. Yeah, this deck feels pretty strong. We're just going to have to see how well it does against deletes. Defensive deck like this, holy shit, we got a Stasis Strike too? Whoa. Do we care? Maybe not. I think this is enough. Emerald. Emerald. I mean, we have plenty of synergy for Emerald with the double shield spikes and the 3 defense. I guess it's only 5 cards. We already block for a lot. Maybe we just skip. Yeah, I'm just going to skip. I do have to start worrying about how we're going to scale into the late game, though. I think this is strong enough for Act 2. I'm not convinced it's strong enough for Act 3. Upgrades here. Vent Steam is pretty good. You should upgrade Twin Slam. Actually, we have Apotheosis, right? So we want to just get something that's not necessarily going to be good early. Like a Time Capacitor. Could also upgrade... Could also just recall here. It's kind of a weird decision, but maybe it's worth it if we don't have a great upgrade. Now, I'm going to upgrade Time Capacitor. I think it's important to get that into play. So having it free no matter what is going to be a positive most of the time. Okay. So do I play Crystal Ray or do I play Laser Turret Strike and then put that into stasis? I think I would do this. I think that preserves the most damage overall. By the way, this is why we need an extra stasis slot. So we need 18 block. There we go, 19. And I can even enter defensive if I want, which I think I'm going to do. And what do I want into stasis? I guess Shield Spikes is good. Yeah, by the time we get out of defensive, we're going to want that block. I did just play a lot of skills, but I think it's going to be okay. Oh wow, we have a Tama Beam here? Cool. 31. I wonder if I needed to play that one. Maybe I could have just played Defend. That was 7 less block, so we'd be at 29 plus 4 is 33. Yeah, we could have done that. That's fine. Get all the damage we want this turn, and we're absolutely fine. Oh yeah, this clears debuffs. Clearing debuffs is such a good effect. Aquamarine. No. Temporal Strike, Orb Support. Skip again. I've taken 1 card this act. Hoping to find some better ones. I might take a Compile package if I was offered it. Oh good, they're attacking turn 1, which means that we don't have to worry so much about defense, or killing these, I mean. I guess it's technically defense. We can't enter defensive, unfortunately. I can't even kill either of these with 1 hit. Being attacked for 38. Wow. This might be our energy pot turn. I think this might be a good time for that. We can't kill both of these, but we can kill 1 and block. I think that's important. So that's what I'm going to do. $22 out of 28. Do I want Laser Turret in, or do I care more about blocking this turn? Save 5 HP. I think Laser Turret's really important to get in, so I could just play Future Plans to get that in as well. Yeah, we need to think about the long game here. And honestly, 6 damage is not the end of the world for an elite fight. Not by a long shot. Okay. Strike kills there. It's good. I want to play Crystal Ray. I want to play Strike for Strike, but I don't want to take damage from it. Maybe it's still important to. It's probably still important to get the damage. Be nice if it Metallicize proc before the end of the turn. Be real nice. Alright, we're gonna enter defensive here. We're about to reshuffle. Let's do this. Alright. 11 times 3 plus 25. It's a lot of damage. Time capacitor is free. We have no damage in our hand. How much can I block here? This is another defensive mode, so that's 10. 18 plus 26 is 44 out of, what did I say, 58? So we take 10 because of invincible no matter what. These killed these already, so I'll just put this on here. I could also use the weak potion to save. Actually, I don't know. Be 24 plus 25, 49. We'd only save a little bit because of invincible. I think we're just going to let it go. Get some extra brace, though, from it. That's pretty nice. And you're dead. You don't get the chance. Another shield charger. Still not convinced I need it, although time capacitor makes it easier to use. Maybe I could stand to use a little bit more passive block because of our lack of energy. If we get unlucky with our boss relics at the end of this act, then we might really want to have that shield charger. That being said, I think we had 3 non-energy relics to begin with at the beginning of this act. It was, what was it? It was Snecko Eye, Tiny Bowler Hat, Idol of Retromation, I guess, is technically one. Yeah, it was those 3. So our chances of getting an energy relic are pretty high. That said, 2-cost cards are very expensive still, so having passive block I think is worth it. I'll take it. I did change my mind, and I think it was worth waiting. I don't think the boot hits anything here, unless we're weak. Which happens somewhat often so far, but I definitely want to key that. Okay, this is great. Not being able to block for much is always nice. So we're blocking for 13 out of 24, so we're going to take 11. If I weaken this, we take 5. We're probably set next turn to block, so maybe I should just keep this. Taking 11 is not terrible. And there are better uses for this, I think, than to save 6 HP. Yeah, we'll just tank it. You know, despite having an anchor, that upgraded future planes, I'm still feeling the downsides of that. I guess we enter defensive here. So that's 22 out of 24. Okay, so it would have saved us 8 HP. That's slightly better. Oh wait, no. We have metallicized, so it would have just been 6. Although re-entering defensive here, I would like to re-enter defensive one more time because they're not attacking this turn. I don't want this block to go to waste. You know what, though? I think since the Apotheosis came into play, we're going to be just fine. Nice. Sentry Blast. Wow. Resilient Plate. Usually I'd be all for that, but here, I'm not convinced. Although 8 brace for 1 energy is still pretty good, especially if we're going with a brace-centric deck. Being able to keep that up is still pretty good. Also, keeping 2 thorns at once is not so bad. Although we already have double shield spikes, so we might just gain thorns anyway when we need it. Let's also recover Sentry Blast. Sentry Blast is so good, but it takes up so much space. Just like Laser Turret. I don't know. The more I use Sentry Blast, the more I feel that lack of stasis slot. Although I have had a couple 2 Sentry Blast runs, like 2 Sentry Blasts in the same run, a couple of times. Is it good enough for this deck? Possibly. Weaken is really, really strong. It's also good to have more Artifact Strip versus Bronze Automaton, especially with Event Steam. What was the other thing? Is that it? I guess You Are Mine. Oh yeah, the Weak Potion. That's what I was thinking of. Be nice to have that. Our block does feel like it's like right below a threshold that we need it to be for late game, so Weaken would very, very much help with that. If we need to, we can also stagger the timing with future plans by not playing the card and then putting it back into stasis, so that we get the Weaken on a correct turn. And that would make it take up less stasis slots too. The more stasis slots we take up with other cards, though, the less we're actually getting free value from our cards right now. I think I'm still going to take this. I'm not convinced about what to do there. I think Resilient Plate was still good. Oh, look. It's this event. Alright, let's transmute a Strike then. Citrine. Whoa. 2 Citrines. How did I get this first Citrine again? Wait, was it also this event? Or was it a Transform? I forget. If we did get this event before, though, some events can actually show up multiple times in a run as long as it's different acts. So maybe it is possible that this happened. This would be a great time to socket that into Twin Slam, though. We socketed the Citrine into Vent Steam. No, it wasn't the Grimforge event, because we socketed this at a Fire, I remember now. So it might have been a Transform event? Or it might have been just a shop, I don't remember. Yeah, I feel like this is a great place for Twin Slam to get this. This becoming cheap, this becoming 0 cost is such a huge deal, especially with how much damage it does. I think I'm just going to go then. I'm going to upgrade that Twin Slam. We're going to take on this Elite. I think we'll be okay. We have an Anchor, we have Defensive Mode, we got Tiny Bowler Hat in case of Slavers, and I guess in a way, Book of Stabbing, although Weak Potion works very well against that in the first place. So let's upgrade our Twin Slam. That's probably the last upgrade we're going to have all game, to be honest. Okay, good. It is Book of Stabbing. I believe this is the easier one to fight. Ooh, especially with Prepare. Okay, so we don't have to weaken this turn. I guess we use this up. I can play the Shield Charger and put the Defend into stasis. I'll play the Gear up too. Okay. We're not going to be able to put anything into stasis next turn unless I give up the Sentry Wave. Yeah, here's Laser Turret. I had a feeling. Oh, never mind. We have Time Capacitor. Very nice. Can we enter defensive here? Doesn't look like it. So it looks like we're going to be... Is it Defend Metallicize? I forgot about You Are Mine. That actually kind of makes this... Maybe it's still okay, though. It'll extend the weaken for the rest of the fight. I think we always play this. And then we can put Laser Turret into stasis. Yeah, let's not waste HP. I think we're going to be very good for this fight without going super aggressive. Which is the whole point of a defensive deck, right? Another You Are Mine, okay. Oh, I could have gotten Thorns out of that if I had played Curl up first. Oh well. How close am I to defensive mode? Actually, very close. Let's put this back in. 4 plus 12 plus 8 is 24, so we'd actually get there. Um, 15 plus 40. It's 55. Then we have this for another 10, 65. And then next turn we just need... Oh, we have it. Okay. So I don't need to play Shield Spikes here. We got it between this and Sentry Blast and the Thorns. Easy game. Brass Tacks, that's cool. Time Bomb. AoE, I think we take it. Act 3 will very much like that with Reptimancer. Ooh, been a while since I've seen this event. I really like this event. It powers you up so much. I think I just enter defensive, though. So, gear up. We could curl up a Time Bomb. Do I need Future Plans in play for this fight? Or can I just full block with curl up defend? I think we just curl up defend. So what do we put into stasis, though? Time Bomb or Strike for Strike? This will come out later, which means that we're probably going to be weakened by the time this hits. Which affects this twice, unfortunately. Just like all the positive modifiers, so I'm just going to put that in. Alright, that's a full block. Now we're about to become vulnerable. 15. Is it Shield Spikes or Strike? I think... sorry, Shield Spikes or Shield Charger. We're only taking 3 this turn. No need to be greedy. Let's make sure that we're safe for the next couple turns we're vulnerable. Even though they are weak. Oh, we're not weakened yet, so we actually got Strike for Strike in time. That's great. 19, can we do 7? Yes, we can. So no damage taken back. Can I even just do maximum damage like this? Great. Alright, 2 damage fight, I think. That was pretty darn good. No, we lose our sundial. That's a shame. Alright. Let's kill the knob with the defensive deck. That surely will go well, right? Oh, that's actually a pretty good hand. We can put Shield Charger into stasis with Future Plans. We don't need to block this turn, so I guess I do double Twin Slam on Knob. It's pretty good. Now we're going to get a bunch of free block, which does not anger Knob. Although I think Knob is probably just going to die pretty soon. Hopefully. There's Time Bomb. Tama Beam is great. 16 damage. Oh yeah, if we do Time Bomb, we get another 10 block. So that's really good. And that even means I can play Strike for Strike here without consequence. Just need 10 damage to kill this, and that's literally any 2 attacks. Alright, fingers crossed that we don't get hit again then. Because we are down in energy here. Come on. Awesome. You love to see it. We take 1 damage, though. I wonder if I shouldn't have played Apotheosis. I think we would have had all 10 damage even without it. Oh well. Alright, Dueling Glove. After using a single target attack, if the target has no vulnerable, apply 1 vulnerable. Kind of makes our Vent Steam a lot worse, but, you know, it's still a good relic. Dekka's Washers is amazing. 1 card every turn for the first 3 turns. And now a Resilient Plate Plus. The last one wasn't upgraded, I don't think. Maybe it was, and I'm forgetting. We don't have Strength, except from this, and that's kind of still dubious. Spiker Protocol for more passive block. More passive, brace, I mean. I don't know, I still kind of think we skip this. But then again, we are actually starting to run out of brace cards. We only have these 3. Maybe it is a good idea to have another one that's cheap. Also, removing debuffs in general is just good. Alright, I'll take it this time. Alright, now we get to put our Citrine in our Twin Slam. And with 33 HP, Is that enough to take on Automaton? I think it is. But do we even need an upgrade? I guess that's the big question. We could just recall. Or we could rest if we're really nervous about this fight. I feel like we recall. Because at worst we have potions to help us. Even though Snecko Oil kind of just sucks. Oh, we just get all of our powers in play? Do I play to prepare this turn? I guess I want turn 2 to be good, because Automaton's attacking then, so I'll just use it now. We'll put Crystal Warrior into Stasis, since that's the highest damaging card. Oh yeah, they're going to take Apotheosis and Laser Turret if we don't draw them fast. Oh, they're both coming. Oh, but I have Time Bomb. Interesting. I think that outright kills one. If we go Vent Steam Time Bomb on this left one. Also, this gets us an energy back, so we still have 2 energy to do stuff like Shield Spikes. That actually full blocks because of our Metallicize. $72. Yeah. And I think I even want to wait to do Shield Charger, so let's put Strike for Strike into Stasis. Although I could have done a Defend, too. Alright, are you gonna... Yeah, you grab the Apotheosis. You little shit. Oh, should I have upgraded that Chrono Boost? It's a thought. Oh, we have Artifact Strip now. Okay, cool. Enter defensive for next turn seems fine. We can even put Shield Spikes in with Curl Up. And I think we'll be able to re-enter defensive in time for Hyper Beam. Because we only have 22 more brace to go. That's not bad at all. Oh, wow. Do we have any self-debuff in hand? Actually, yes, we have Twin Slam Thorns. So I'm going to do that. I can't enter defensive for Shield Spikes, but those aren't even those aren't even temporary, so we'll just do this. Okay. Oh yeah, we don't get Shield Charger in. Oh well. We have these coming out. Oh yeah, we also got Sentry Wave on the right turn. I didn't even notice. 45. Alright, great. Oh, we even re-entered defensive again. Awesome. That's more Thorns. And now we get the kill. Before Sundial goes off. Set up for Act 3. Very nice. Strength Pot. Probably better than Snecko Oil. Even though we don't have very many attacks. I could be wrong about that. I don't see myself using this, though. Oh, there's Construction Form. Okay, well that's our damage scaling, I think. I don't think Stasis Field's the answer. We don't have any Dexterity. We have plenty of block already. It's going to permanently take up a Stasis slot. We don't have the gem slots for Gem Finder. So, Construction Form it is. And, yeah, okay, so Coffee Dripper seems really good. Although, no upgrades. Can't rest. And we already recalled, so campfires are useless? I mean, it's probably better than Makeshift Battery. Yeah, because we like our deck being small. We like cycling back fast. We have some stasis capacity, but I don't think it's that good. If we don't take Coffee Dripper, then we're committing to having 3 energy for the rest of the game, and that's not exactly appealing to me. Also, Empty Cage means we get rid of a strike and a defend, Defense are actually blocking for decent amounts here. Maybe it's still okay. Three energy means it's really hard to play construction for him, huh? I guess the only thing I'm wondering is, like, which of these downsides is better? Because both of them are actually pretty bad. No resting starting at Act 2 can start to backfire. Not because you're necessarily taking damage, but because resting becomes such high value later in the game. Upgrades are really good early because they give you value for the rest of the game, but resting gives you HP short term. And that's what you need in the late game, short term stuff, rather than long term stuff. We did manage to take a decent chunk of HP. We fought Transient, we might be in trouble. So I'm wondering, can we deal with the slimes from battery? I don't know. I'm more inclined to take the coffee dripper, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I think I'm going to take another break here. Not feeling 100%, at least in terms of taking on more of this run, so I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. I went ahead and marked our path since our green key is somewhat forced on the left side here. We do have a bit of a choice earlier here, but we got 2 campfires and elite, which is the best we can get from this side. And I'm choosing to wait till we hit this shop in order to get anything. If this was a little bit higher, I might consider going right for the chance at the Mind Bloom event for the 999 gold, but that is not the case, so we will be holding it instead. Especially because there's the chance that we can get, even if we whiff that shop upcoming, we still have Act 4 shop. So, yeah. We'll do more damage this way. We got 2 thorns. 2 thorns? No, plated armor. No, not even plated armor, metallicize. And I also have dueling glove, I forgot about that. So this is slightly more damage, so I'm going to just put laser turret into stasis with future plans. Actually, was it better to do the other way around? I don't know. Probably getting the same damage out of it anyways. Just play our thorns for free is nice. Oh yeah, we have a prepared... Oh wait, no we don't. We have a tiny bowler hat. 15, that's a full block. Just play those, get this into stasis. This fight's gonna be over real fast. The height on that jump. That was great. So, do I need AoE? I got a time bomb. That's it. My attack density is kind of suffering here. Although I have a tiny bowler hat, it's not necessarily going to be enough to take on Reptomancer. We have 2 elites. That's still pretty decent chances of hitting Repto. Multi-Beam Plus as an already upgraded card is pretty good as a last resort. What's our boss again? Time Eater? Yeah. Is our world in which Resilient Plate's better? We already have 1, and I think we're good on Brace. Actually, wasn't I just saying that I was struggling with Brace numbers a bit in this run, even though I had double shield spikes? So I took the shield charger and this first Resilient Plate. And I think it's still okay to skip this. Do I have anything else here? I guess Akabekko's makes this really good. Yeah, I'll make sure we have Repto. I think it's not going to hurt us too much. Remove a card. Get rid of our last strike. We don't have any room. Well, we have some room for gems, actually. And by some, I mean these two cards. Strike for Strike, Vent Steam. It's funny how after we took the Crystal Ray, we just didn't take any more gem slots. Although this should still be doing good damage with Apotheosis and all that. If we get 5 gems, that'll be 16 plus 10, 26 damage. That's pretty respectable. If we play Twin Slam first and then Crystal Ray, if we get lucky enough with that draw, then we get 30 damage. That's pretty okay. I'm just going to remove the strike here since we have... now I definitely feel good about taking that multi-beam. And now we just have all of our defense missing. Or all of our strikes missing. Would this be a good time for multi-beam, perhaps? Maybe not. We can do Future Plans Construction for him, put this in, and we'll get the value from Akabeko, and then maybe even save multi-beam in the process. We could also enter defensive mode. Buffer's pretty good, though. We also don't have a great way of killing these guys quickly. So we do want to stall, and defensive modes are really good for stalling here. I could put Strike for Strike into stasis with Curl Up and then put Laser Turret in with Future Plans. And why not? We'll go with that. We'll use this as a finisher, possibly. Let's see, we got 22, 31, 44. Oh, and we even got multi-beam, great. In fact, that's a kill on all 3 of them, because we can just do this. Very nice. First turn barely mattered. Let's say Floating Orbs plus. Do we need more damage scaling? Probably. I think that's our answer to damage scaling, although we do have Thorns. Yeah. Colorless Potion, I don't care. Or do I? No, I only have the 1 Sentry Blast, so Weak Potion's still good. Do I actually care about Strength Potion? Maybe a little bit. I still have Sentry Blast and Laser Turret. And Multi-Beam now? Okay. Colorless Potion's just bad. That was 2 events back-to-back that were fights instead. It's very sad. I'd like to save this for the debuffs, so I guess I play Laser Turret Gear Up. Yeah. We'll do it like that. 30. Oh, we can just remove our debuffs. Okay. Doesn't look like... Yeah, I'm a little bit short on defensive mode. Well, that sucks. Do I use the Weak Potion here then? Save 8 HP plus whatever happens in 2 turns? Probably going to be fine. For the rest of the fight, this might be better elsewhere. But then again, this is fight number 3. We got 1 potion here. So this is still 40% potion chance. Saving 8 is still pretty good. And we have... I guess we still have to wait for Sentry Blast. Weak Potion is a common potion, though. Well, we're doing this regardless. It is a bit of a shame that we couldn't do this turn. Couldn't be safe this turn. Didn't really have an opportunity to do much better, unless I guess we played the Resilient Plate instead. Maybe that was better. Give me a better chance of entering defensive mode. Like, even if we didn't get Tiny Bowler Hat's thing here. If I don't do this, we lose 13 HP. We can't heal this act. I might as well just use it. We still gotta get through the rest of the act first. Alright, we're gonna take 5. Alright, great. I'll put Curl Up into stasis, I guess? Because that will get me back into defensive mode after it comes out because of Shield Charger. Oh, right. Floating Orbs first. Oh yeah, Floating Orbs also with Tiny Bowler Hat. I don't think we've had that combo yet. That's pretty cool. We're out of space for this. Might as well play it. Yes. The 0 cost. It's technically a 0 cost card because we played it for 0 energy. There goes Sundial. And dead. That was a lot of damage. Although that's mostly vulnerable Time Bomb. Ooh, second Future Plans, I think. We already have the first one upgraded. We don't need a second one. Should I take a Sapphire at this point? I think I should probably take a Sapphire at this point. We have such limited time to find more gems for these two. Embrace is not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Definitely a lot better at common and 4 brace than uncommon and 3 brace. What's our brace number at right now? 12, 8, 20, 28, 36, plus 2 every 2 turns, plus this. That's assuming Apotheosis does stuff. We also have Gear Up sometimes. This gets difficult to calculate with per turn effects and Apotheosis. 36, 72, 82 with Apotheosis that goes over 90. So we get defensive mode 3 times with Apotheosis. We don't need the brace gem? I wonder about after that. Maybe I can still be a little picky. Oh god. It always starts like that. Nah, I'm gonna take it this time. I think we are gonna run out of time by the time we get there. Just based off my previous experiences with trying to find gems at the last second. Probably just Time Bomb, yeah. This will do 34 because of Akabeko. $15, $25, $35, $37. Okay, so not quite enough to full block, and we don't get to play Future Plans. Alright. Just gonna do it like that. We're also gonna put Multi-Beam into stasis, since I think damage is more important than defense. Although... Ooh. Interesting. 3 strength, I think. Here. I could still enter defensive mode. We have construction form. Interesting. Let's do it like this. I think I'm going to put Multi-Beam back into stasis again. Or we're going to attempt to block the next hit. I don't want to use a buffer on strike for strike, so I'm just going to gear up. I don't think we have to think about this too hard. It's just kind of a good exercise for me to figure out what's optimal at a glance. Oh man, this turn is going to have a lot of damage. Maybe I give up laser beam or multi-beam again, and wait for next turn, or the turn after. Let's see how high we can get this actually. Enter defensive. Maybe we'll be able to kill this. There's no way, right? Let's just put it back. Do I want this in stasis? Well, next turn's the last turn, so why not? Ah, we did get Vent Steam. Awesome. 28 for 1 energy, by the way. So not even Crystal Ray is worth it. How much does this do? 42, 84, 1... I can't count that fast. 168. It's a lot barely there behind the thing. So yeah, that's half. Just about half on Transient. That's great. And there's Emerald as well. Emerald. I have 3 defense, 2 shield spikes, and I guess shield charger. It's not very much. I don't think this will benefit us enough compared to the brace gem, possibly getting us into defensive. Even though we do have resilient plate, I think we are going to skip this one. We're also going to skip those. Alright. I'm going to put this in probably strike for strike, just so we have the opportunity to put something really good in this. Usually you want to enter defensive before you play this, but it's a low value socket, so why not just do this? You can also upgrade shield charger. I don't think Vent Steam needs an upgrade now that we have Dueling Glove, although that does only apply vulnerable whenever the target has no vulnerable. Should still be okay with Sentry Blast at least half the time. And sometimes we can play other small attacks like Strike for Strike, Laser Turret. So our upgrade here is taking Apotheosis into consideration. If we get Shield Charger early in a fight, we probably want this upgraded. That brace number is so important in the late game. Alright, what do we got in turn 1 here? We got Apotheosis. Interesting. This is a lot of energy of stuff worth of stuff in hand. I would like to keep this till next turn, but I don't think we can afford to do that. Although I will say I don't think we have to play this with Akabeko. I believe we have the block this turn, and we can play other stuff first, like Sentry Blast. Get that out with Time Bomb, and play it again. And stuff like that. Oh, right. Forgot about that. Interesting. Didn't get affected by vulnerable twice because this was the middle target. Very interesting. Would like to play Strike for Strike here, but I need the future plans in play, I think. Maybe I don't, actually. What if I just do this? This gets it down so much. We have Tiny Bowler Hat in play. We're getting 8 Thorns damage out of it. Yeah, screw it. We'll do the 33 damage. Want your defensive with Gear Up next turn or something. Oh, interesting. Decided not to summon again. Uh-oh. One, two... Oh, right. Okay. So we need to block, what is this, 50? Yeah, 16 and 9 is 25, times 2 is 50. So defensive mode is 10, and then we need another 40, which I guess double shield spikes kind of works. Actually, double shield spikes just puts us into defensive already, so we'll do that, and I guess defend plus, since with Metallicize that should put us there. Okay, now I kind of wish I had future plans in play. That's okay. this even the Burning Elite? I don't think it is. No, it's up here. Not burning Repto is good. And we got multi-beam just in time. Been really sad if we did not hit that. It's 27, are you kidding me? Oh, 29. That gets us there. So it's gear up, curl up on multi-beam. No, curl up on laser turret. Oh, but then that doesn't kill this one. Not really a way for me to kill this anyway, though, unless I get lucky with... I didn't even play the thing. The floating orbs. That's a little awkward. I guess we're just not killing this dagger? Whatever. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of damage. Ow. Forgot about Reptomancer Weaken. Maybe I should keep that in mind for future games. Weaken and AoE do not mix. Ruby. Ruby invent steam's nice, but I don't have very many attacks. Also, temporary strength doesn't work with laser turret. I think we skip again. Down to 32 HP. And we can't rest. This is getting kinda scary. Could get this a little bit more block per turn. We saw that those brace numbers actually mattered quite a bit, so getting this to have brace might be a good idea. Also, in retrospect, it was actually correct to play Future Plans that fight, because we would have been able to put Shield Charger into stasis in time, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Alright. That's not a waffle, but it is Chemical X with multi-beam. Not convinced that that's the play, though. Potion Belt, though, at this point, with extra potions means that we'll be a lot more safe for everything with our 32 HP, and we are kind of going to need it, I think. Card remove. Do you just remove defense at this point? I don't know. I'm starting to wonder what our defense system's going to be for the heart. Probably just HP tanking. Horseshoe. That's a real investment. It's good for Time Eater, I guess. It's good for the heart, too. It's 507. And we can't afford anything else in the shop if I buy those. Whew. So we'd have to find potions naturally. We'll wait until Act 4. And Act 4, if we buy both of these, we're not going to have a lot left. Horseshoe is, whenever you gain weak, frail, or vulnerable, gain one less. So yeah, that hits Time Eater's move, that hits the Heart's move. The Heart a little bit less, but still. Maybe that doesn't matter because we have Resilient Plate, though. Maybe we try and juggle that for the right turn. Also, with how expensive this is, and we're not getting benefit from it until the bosses, this might be better to just do this card remove. I think we're really trying to benefit from the fact that this deck is really small. Trying to re-enter defensive very fast and then killing things quickly with burst damage. Maybe we use Construction Form. I do remember energy was kind of a problem. Do you remove a defend here? I think we remove a defend here. Maybe we can wait for Act 4. The least we can get from this is 40 gold. So we'd be at 174. That would be enough for a common or a shop relic. Those are usually the ones worth buying anyway. If we don't spend our money, then we're basically just... We wouldn't even have enough for a rare, I don't think. Rare relic. Uncommon relics are so overpriced. So this will either let me take a shop relic, common relic, or another card remove, so let's just go with it. Alright. Not seeing cards I really want here. So yeah, we're just going to go with this. Hopefully that's good enough. We have another upgrade. What else will help us survive? Tile size upgrade? Yeah. So Apotheosis is getting slowly less and less good. Although Study the Spire is still good with it. We don't need to defend this turn, that's nice. I will enter defensive mode this turn, though. Because I have the energy for it. We don't have to use a potion this fight. We might use Brew of Sharpness. We have Slime Crush next turn, that's nice. That's a lot of block for 2 turns. We want this... We want an attack in 3 turns. We got the 45 too, so we're relatively safe this turn. We got Vent Steam, awesome. That means... Does this just kill? 28 times 8? Yeah, that's over 200. Because 25 times 8 is 200. Wow. Prepare Crush coming in hot with an extra 4 energy. Oh, and actually 3, because Happy Flower gave us the 4th. Look at that. Oh, I also forgot about Vulnerable, apparently? No, 28 was with Vulnerable. 28 times 7. Oh yeah, that's almost 200. Okay, we got a Strawberry. That's actually super helpful. Thank you, game. 7 HP. Since we're not fighting Nemesis anymore, I guess Brute Sharpness isn't great. Yeah, let's see what's in here. Second Metallicize. If we fight Awakened one, we're going to have some issues with the multi-attack. This blocks 2 against the single attack turns, but loses 4 against the multis. I think we're more about spread out block with defensive mode. There's another Tourmaline we could put into Vent Steam. Kind of running out of time for that. For any more gems. Might as well take it. And, is there any world in which the counter potion is good against these? Probably not good enough. Okay, maybe good against this guy, but not quite there. Didn't play Construction Form. Oh well. Can't save it either, because it's ethereal. Seven. If we enter defensive and then attack this, we're only going to have 3 block? No, 5 block for this. So, I think we just... wait. Nope. And, of course, the Darklings. Give me multi-beam, please. Okay, that's not quite multi-beam. We also don't have enough to block this turn, so we're just going to end up taking... Oh wait, never mind, Metallicus blocks. Multi-beam, please. Time Bomb? Maybe that's good enough. Although I think we still have to hit this front one with the vulnerable in order to get the benefit from that. So if we put it on the back one, we're only going to get 39. I don't know how exactly this works. It's looking very buggy. Buggier and buggier as we go. That's a lot of damage. I guess not construction form because I want to play strike for strike. Oh. Floating orbs. Very nice. We get to kill this turn. Okay, apparently this deck beats Darklings very easily. 196 gold. I feel like we high rolled a lot of that on those last 3 fights. Recover. Is recover good? Recover's probably good. But we only have limited slots anyway for future plans, so skip. And now we socket our Tourmaline into Vent Steam. Very well timed. And I think we upgrade a Shield Spikes, or maybe Construction Form if we can't afford to play it the first time, before Apotheosis hits. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So this is 22 block. I don't think we reach 12 cards this turn, so... I want to play Construction Form this turn. Let's just play our cheap cards first, like always. I could enter defensive here. It might just be a better idea to play Future Plans, Construction Form, Prepare, and use our Weak Potion to preserve our buffer, as well as the next couple turns, because we didn't play any brace cards. I think that's a solid plan. Buffer's going to be really nice against single hits anyway. We'll keep Resilient Plate for any debuffs that it uses. Would preferably happen next turn. Nope. I only get 5 cards this turn. So we need to block for 7 times 3, 21. We got 19. So we need 19. Because we have 2. Defensive mode would do it. I only have 5 cards. I think this means Metallicized Shield Spikes, Curl Up Invincible, and I guess Sentry Blast? Yeah. And what do we put into stasis with Curl Up? We're going to get to put something else into stasis with Future Plans, so why don't we just do Laser Turret Multi-Beam? Not in that order. There we go, full block this turn as well. Keep both of our buffers. I think a Weak Potion well spent. Got Resilient Plate. We can keep it for next turn if I, oh, there goes a second Invincible. But we didn't want to play the second Invincible anyway, because if we already have Invincible, it lasts another turn linearly through the fight, not another turn of taking damage. I'm a bit unfortunate on that, but hey. Actually, what does this upgrade to? Oh yeah, it upgrades to 1 less cost. Anyway. We're going to play this next turn. Get to extend our weakened a little bit. It's cool. Do I want to play Shield Charger? I don't think I care. The next turn doesn't have very much defense, though. Really want to play Multi-Beam, but we have to keep Brazilian Plate next turn so that I don't have to deal with the vulnerable, weak, and frail. I'll play the gear up now. Alright. We'll get that back out next turn. We got 7 cards this turn. 11 times 3. Ooh. Okay. This goes to probably 8 times 3. Yeah, this is usually 10, so it's going to go to 12, and that's 8. Okay. Is it seriously like that? It was 8 before, it was 6. 10 is 7. 12 is 9. Excuse me. Yeah, this is still enough, though. Okay. Nine times 3 again. We're probably going to split this turn. Don't want to play this yet. I wonder if it'll... I wonder if we don't play this, if it will go back to 1 cost. Do I want to split this turn? It's done its multi-attack twice in a row. So do 95 damage. I'm not certain we can kill this. Let's do some math here. It'll be 33. Actually, this is 22 plus 4, 26. 26 times 0.5 times 1.5. 58.5. And then this will be 58 plus 19 times 3. 115. Plus this from our floating orbs. 121. So it goes down to 180. Also, we get 180 minus 11 minus 16 from playing these. Minus 6. Minus 6. 141. And then we have 4 strength, so that's minus 16, minus 16. And this is 21, 31, minus 8, 70. 70 HP. That's so close. If I used the strength potion, we could probably get there, or if we got a lucky draw besides these cards. I don't think I need to use this potion, though, so I'm not going to. I'm going to just split here, I think. Play our 2 cards, leave. Maybe I could have gained some brace there, I don't know. Now we just need to spend our cards getting these back in. Can I play 10 cards here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No. Let's not do that then. Let's just put Laser Turret back into stasis. Let's play this for brace. Should I play strike for brace? I guess so, because this gives us 2 brace. Then we can keep multi-beam. We might have actually been able to kill. With this draw, anyway. I'm gonna... Which one's better? I don't know. We haven't used Time Bomb yet, so we could get that out next turn. If we put Twin Slam in, we get a couple free cards. But free cards with only 6 left. Okay. We want to maximize the use of our next turn. So, I think it's going to just be like this. 3, 4, 5. I guess we're going to just play that. Alright, no damage still. Good. So what you like to see if we don't go for the kill route. We're about to become weak, frail, vulnerable again. This time I will do that. 66, wow. That's a kill. Awesome. Alright, up next. It's Awakened One. I knew it. So, how do we win this fight? We might have to give up Study the Spire, because there's a decent number of powers in this. Hexaghost is a power. Champs is a power. Awakened Ones, you can't get Awakened Ones because that's healing. You can't get Guardians. Donodecas is a power, and Time Eaters is a power, so that's actually 4 out of 8. Oh no, there's also Invincible, so 5 out of 8? 9 bosses plus the hardest 10. -2 we can't get. Yeah, 5 out of 8 are powers. So this is a power we're not going to play. You kind of have to figure that out whenever you start out an Awakened One fight, which powers you're going to play. We might be able to just get away with only Future Plans. Because Future Plans is going to be so important to making sure that we get free value from our cards on our turns. We need 12 block. Thankfully, Vent Steam and Twin Slam are free, so we get basically 3 energy worth of cards. Shield Spikes, Gear Up, actually. Or we could do Gear Up, Shield Spikes, Strike for Strike. Wait, no. No, we don't have any way of gaining energy. What if we took a little bit of damage this turn to enter defensive? Ooh. I kind of like that idea. By removing a little bit of our block, we take some damage from this, and then we don't enter defensive off that, but we can enter defensive with Gear Up next turn. Or, I guess, even another Shield Spikes. Alright, how much damage can we do here? That's 15 plus 7, 22, plus 13. Wait, no, hang on. We got Dueling Glove. Oh, no, but we have Vent Steam. So it's actually 22 plus 10, 32, plus 19, 51, plus Thorns. That's way more than 54. So I guess we go like this. So close to a kill, but with just Second Slam. Wonder if I should have gone for Cultist here. Oh well. We'll keep the Defend for later. So I guess the other question is, do we play Construction Form? And honestly, with this hand, I think the answer is no. We want to wait until we're in defensive mode, I think, to play that. I think Curl Up on Shield Charger, then Time Bomb should be good for us. That should get us all the block we need this turn. Actually, we're almost there. We need a little bit more. You know what, we'll keep that for later. Why not? I guess why not is because it stays there for 4 turns. Maybe not my best idea. Oh, we need to kill this, though. Looks like we're entering defensive off of taking damage this turn. This does more damage. Actually, that just kills. Playing this gives Awaken One more strength, and the only thing we'd be putting in anyway is Laser Turret. We don't have Apotheosis yet for our Gear Up. Bottom deck. This is more damage to this, but this also does damage to Awaken One, and we're just going to be doing this anyway, so Do I want to play Gear Up here? I mean, we're going to be entering defensive anyway. I might as well wait for Apotheosis. Just do damage. Okay. Alright, do your worst. Do you think I care? I care a little bit. I don't have healing. But I do have this. Let's see if we can re-enter defensive in time. Whatever, we'll make these powers free, who cares? Another turn of defensive mode there would have been great. Unfortunately, we didn't draw fast enough. Thankfully, we do shitloads of damage anyway. Which is more. It's the same. Might as well then. Now we're back to this. Yeah. Ooh, we can afford to do our damage here. Cool. That's always nice. We'll get that into stasis to discount it. 15 thorns. Very nice. Doesn't even matter what we put in. Just had to put something in, though. Now we gotta keep blocking somehow. Because our brace numbers are starting to get a little bit out of hand. We do have weakened, though, which is nice. I will say that much. Ooh, interesting. Gotta make a little bit of a decision here. Do we need to re-enter defensive mode? It doesn't look like we're going to be able to by next turn. So maybe we go for the kill with multi-beam and laser turret. That makes sense. Because we can get some vulnerable... Yeah, I was afraid of that. But we got this, we got this. Totally. Or do we? Yes, because we have thorns. In fact, I think we have to do this. So now we either have the choice between taking 8 damage or we can play Construction Form. And kill with 1 hit, keep the buffer for next turn. And then I guess we would end up using the buffer on next turn. I'm going to say I don't want to give Awaken 1 more strength before the next phase, so I'm going to just take the 8. And then I'm going to keep the second buffer for later. By doing it like this. Oh! A free turn to... Oh, shit. Enter defensive mode quickly. Okay, that works. You go back in, actually. That's great. That's great. Now we don't have to use the buffer on this hit, because we just kill it for free. Now we get to play all these cards. Can't re-enter defensive. I'm going to just do this, and we're going to keep the weaken for next turn, since we're not in defensive mode anymore. Alright, I feel pretty good about this fight. I think we're going to win from here. Pretty easily. Just play all our powers. Yeah, this is going to be one of our buffer hits, I think. Might as well play the Metallicize now, too. And I'll put this back into stasis, just for scaling damage. Alright, it's 10 times 3. 14 times 3. Can we block this? Oh, we can weaken. That's nice. Cannot enter defensive, but we can block 2 of these 3 hits. That's all we need. So it's 23 plus 6 is 29. Which means I guess we can use strike for strike after. Yeah, this is fine. And just put this in, because the more energy we can hit this for, the better. Alright, construction form I think paid off there, with the buffers and the strength and all that. Alright, cool. We even have Happy Flower turned on turn 1. I don't know if that's a good thing, but if we... I don't know. Maybe we... Now, turn 2 doesn't have great energy, so I guess I'd rather have it earlier than turn 3. Energy usage on turn 2 is bad with burns. And now we have another upgrade we gotta choose between. Time Bomb maybe, because we still have one more AoE fight. No, I think we upgrade to Block Card. Yeah. Okay, 196. What can we buy? Dekka's Washers for even more turn 1 energy for some reason. Body Crash. That's interesting. Card removes 125, leaving us with 71. Not quite enough for the useful potions, but would I even want to remove a card at this point? I think a potion's worth more. Enlightenment's pretty nice, but we need card draw for that, and we don't really have card draw. I guess we have Dekka's Washers, but that, It's Evasive Protocol? I could maybe take an Evasive Protocol. I think between the potions, Ancient Potions are best bet. Although I could also just trade a potion for this. That's not such a bad idea. Strength Potion's not that great. Although I did kind of almost eat my words on the Time Eater fight, because we actually had quite a bit of damage with Laser Turret, Multi-Beam, Sentry Blast, Twin Slam, especially with a small deck, like I said. This could give me Invincible. That's a pretty compelling argument. Do we maybe get rid of the Energy Potion? I know there have been some turns that we've been really energy hungry, especially Construction Form turns. Energy for Multi-Beam's also really good. Alright, I'll get rid of the Strength Pod, I think. The chance of this giving Invincible or the respawn is going to be really good. Alright. Still tough to win this, but I think it's going to be very possible. Ooh, Prepare. Prepare coming in clutch, giving us some extra block. How much block do we have? We have enough energy to play everything in hand, so we might as well just play cards, right? Start with our powers. Do need to leave at least one energy so I can play the Twin Slam. This is 31, we're being attacked for 33. I think we still want to take maximum damage so that if we draw like a Brace 8 card, we can enter defensive with Gear Up. So we're not going to turn around, we're just going to do the damage. So, okay. And we might use Distilled Chaos next turn, we'll see. No. Goodbye, Focus. There's Shield Spikes. Wow, we drew a lot of cards. I didn't play this. Why did we draw so many cards? We had this, so it should have been up to here. Why did we draw 2 more? Oh, because of Slime Soup. That's right. Cool. So with that, I can play Shield Spikes Construction Form. This is 31, 27, and then we take 2 hits. But with Energy Potion, I can play Shield Spikes. And what, get us to 39? We still take 1, but we have a buffer charge for next turn. That's probably worth it. We have a 40% potion chance here. Oh, I could have done the other way and gotten 1 more Thorns. Oops. It's a shame we still lose a buffer off this, but it's just how it goes. Don't attack me, please. Okay, cool. That's great. Now I can just use a buffer charge here if I want. In order to not use a buffer charge, I'd have to remove 2 artifact by playing... There's actually no way to do that. Oh wait, no there is. No, this is in order to weaken, right? If I turn around, it's still 37. That could maybe happen. But we lost an energy this turn because I used a Tama Beam last turn. Can't re-enter defensive. I think we just buffer the hit, like I said. And I think we kill? That was a lot more damage than I thought it would be. Okay. Let's just play multi-beam then for the kill. Alright. Your move. You block for 99. Because you're crazy like that. Get destroyed? Your block means nothing. Oh, okay. Shuriken. Because that will be going off very often. Citrine, you're a little late. Reroute Walker Claw. No potion. Alright. That's fine though. We used an energy potion to save 10 HP. That's probably worth it. We have enough potions to handle the heart, whatever happens here. So. Let's see what our Bosch potion... Actually, do we wait? Actually, I think we wait until the first big hit to see if we get the... No, the Invincible stays, no matter what. Okay, let's just... Do I also use Distilled Chaos before the bad cards come in? Man, I could be using, like, all of the potions here. Like, right now. Especially at max energy... Oh wait, no, we have multi-beam in hand. But still, if we hit, like, Apotheosis or Construction Form or any of our powers, that's really good. I think our worst hit is Time Bomb, because then we get no value out of the Accelerate. But otherwise, we're pretty good. I guess Resilient Play is also a bad hit, because we want that next turn. But getting more powers and play faster, especially Construction Form, right now when we have 10 block is going to be really good. So let's just do it. Okay, we got Shield Spikes and Twin Slam and Defend. That's great. We didn't hit Apotheosis, we didn't hit anything good. At least we'll have Shield Charger for the next couple turns, which means we can freely play Construction Form, so long as it's not the multi. And even if it is the multi, we'll have Artifact to block the vulnerable. And I think we're entering defensive this mode anyway. Defensive mode this turn anyway, so... Unless I don't want to play Curl Up. Maybe I want to wait a turn. Okay, what if we do Shield Spikes multi-beam? What if we use the potion here? You are mine. Okay, so that's permanent weaken and vuln, basically. At least by the time we get Sentry Blast, it should be a lot of weaken vuln. Let's just play this, I guess? Oh, we did do Shuriken? Wow. The power of Distilled Chaos. Wait, I forgot to drink this. Please tell me that goes in now. Okay, we got it in. Sheesh. Almost screwed that up. Ooh! Because it's weak, it's only 1 times 15. That means we can enter defensive and play Construction Form without losing a buffer. And we can play Tama Beam before it recycles and becomes 2 cost again. Because we have Metallicize. Do I want energy next turn? Time Bomb is the most expensive thing. Sure, let's play it. Get rid of the card from the draw pile. We want Floating Orbs quickly. That is our damage scaling. Alright, here comes a single hit. What is it gonna be? 33. That's definitely doable. Wow. What a hand. Our other three statuses. Yeah, we're definitely taking a hit here. I don't know whether I want strength or plated armor. But I do need to decide that before I put Sentry Blast in. Oh, the good news is that I have the energy to play Time Bomb, so I could go Sentry Blast, Time Bomb, then do Floating Orbs. I wonder if that actually... 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 19 right now. Gain 9, lose 8, so it's 20, 18 again. 26. So not enough to save the buffer with plated armor. Passive plated armor is really good though, so I think I might still do that. Maybe I don't play the Time Bomb though, because it doesn't even matter. This block's not going to matter next turn, yeah. Maybe it would. No, it would matter a little bit next turn. Because of buffer. We want to keep buffer. To keep stacking strength. And also maybe also save us from taking damage on our next single hit. So do I want strength or what? I don't know if plated armor is going to be that good. We're relying a lot on passive block from defensive mode. Our two big blocks are shield spikes, and not much else. Also, this is still first cycle, and we've already almost done a quarter of the heart's HP. I guess that's not that fast. 4 cycles is not very fast. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the strength. I'm not going to use Time Bomb here. We'll wait. Oh, I can put it into stasis. That's interesting. I mean, I probably want to get that sooner than later, but it'll still be fine. Alright, now we get that passive block, like I said. Unfortunately, that happens before the Frail wears off. We got another Shaper's Blessing. Wow, okay. Ooh, I'm actually running out of block. I can only play 2 cards here? That sucks. Should I have played these 3 cards? No, this would have done damage to me. I guess we're losing the buffer anyway, unless I sacrifice a bunch of cards this turn. I might as well just lose the buffer at this point. I can even re-enter defensive right now. I'll do it. Oh, we can't strip Artifact because they're vulnerable. Oof. I'm still gonna do as much damage as I can. If we can take enough damage to re-enter defensive mode, we'll be safe for next turn. Kind of. We'll have 20 block. And also killing the Heart Fast is important. Another Shuriken drop. Incredible. I'm gonna put Shield Spikes in. We'll get that out in 2 turns thanks to Time Bomb. 32 damage. That was barely enough. I wonder if I should have been more careful about that. Interesting. We're definitely playing Time Bomb here. Yeah, I guess we'll do it like this. Oh shit. I didn't realize we were this close. This is 37, 27 is 64. We're taking 60. So I can afford to play one card here. Maybe we're still good. So long as we keep playing block cards first. Although next turn we're fine because we're into defensive mode anyway. We do also need to kill before Beat of Death becomes 3 and all that. So yeah, I'll do it. Let's see if he goes back in. Yeah, we're gonna get this kill very fast. 2 HP. Okay. Sentry Wave first. We re-enter defensive? Okay, that means we're safe next turn. Means I can just do damage normally. We can put multi-beam into stasis. Next turn we get a free kill with multi-beam. Awesome. Okay. Sheesh. Heart is never a joke. Awesome. Beyond perfect, really? I guess we didn't take damage in Time Eater. We took a little bit of damage from Awaken One, I think. That one turn in the beginning of the fight where we weren't able to full block. I guess we'll just look at the post-game recap. I feel like we got 31-36 before as a score. Alright, let's take a look. 0 to Guardian, 0 to Automaton, 0 to Time Eater. Yeah, we took some damage in Awaken 1 and, obviously, the Heart. 2 damage in Shield and Spear was pretty good. That was turn 1. Alright, very nice. From the beginning of this run, we were doing something a little bit different. Took a Shield Spikes. We got a Strike for Strike, which was cool. Then we removed a Defend at this because we already took a really big block card. We got a Vent Steam, Future Plans, and I felt like that was enough to take on the first Elite with just Vent Steam and Strike for damage. We upgraded Future Plans because... Oh man, that was a weird one. Because I felt like we needed the extra power for whatever Elite we were about to face. Because Vent Steam Strike for Strike was not amazing. I do vaguely remember that this was a little bit greedy, but it worked out. We only took 23 damage to this Elite. We got Akabeko here, 2 damage to Gremlin Knob, and the rest of the floor was... The rest of this was pretty easy because we rested. Bought an Apotheosis here. That did give us some value, it just fell off over time because we didn't... because we kept upgrading things thanks to Coffee Dripper. I do think Coffee Dripper was the right decision from this boss chest compared to... what were the other ones? Was it Empty Cage and Battery? I know Battery was one. Empty Cage might have been the other. But yeah, I think Battery would have been bad to add all those slimes. We got a good construction form from this, yeah. Got Laser Turret here for some passive damage. Citrine, Metallicize, another Shield Spikes. Yeah, we went super defensive this act. Partially for Guardian, but also partially just because going defensive is sometimes good enough, even against fights that like you to end them quickly, just because Guardian's defensive mode is so powerful. Crystal Ray. Crystal Ray was interesting. It did significant amounts of damage the whole game, so thumbs up for me for this run. What else? We got some good relics. Tiny Bowler Hat's always fun to use, at least in moderation. I bet if I got this enough times, I'd probably get sick of it, but seeing this sometimes for just raw value in terms of damage over time is pretty nice. Decus Washers, as usual, being really strong. Buying the potion belt worked out. Definitely worked out. It was definitely better than the other line with horseshoe, I think, because that guaranteed our safety for the immediate and the long term. And Shuriken actually did things, which I was surprised by. Got us 2 strength, no, 3 strength. Wow. Yeah. Slime Soup also carried a bunch, and Anchor made our early future plans upgrade worth it. All right, that was a fun run, although I did take a couple breaks, more than usual. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stick around for future ones. And if you do, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.